Well, g'day baseball fans, and third time lucky. Well, g'day baseball fans, welcome to the final pool games of the 2023 Australian Junior League Championships, coming to you from the Glenelg Baseball Club here in suburban Adelaide. Coming up, a game between the Wanneroo Giants and Canberra, two teams from Pool B. The Giants have secured a semi-final spot, and barring some major surprises, will be the top seed going into tomorrow's semi-final and gold medal games. They play a Canberra team that is looking for their first win. Have already played Ryde today, losing that game 12 runs to 2. So we'll see what Wanneroo do in their preparations for tomorrow and what Canberra do in their last pool game. The Canberra side will get a game tomorrow. Everybody will play at least one game tomorrow. I'm not 100% sure whether we have a bronze medal match. Certainly we will have a semi-finals and gold medal, and they will be live from Diamond 1 here on ondemand.baseball.com.au. Canberra will be up to hit. They'll be led off by Brodie Cozier, followed by Oscar Kelly, Jesse Orford, batting 4, Nathan Adams, Aidan Bates, 5, Ryan Kearns, 6. In the 7-hole, Reece Watson, Dom Hamilton batting 8, Justin Burrows 9, Joshua Dart 10, Jordan Simpson 11, and Dustin Evans will round out the 12. They will bat in continuous order. Cooper Barber has the job on the hill, and we're set to rock and roll. 10 teams have come to Adelaide for the Nationals. 2 pools of 5. Playing 4 pool games. This is the 4th and final pool game for both units. First pitch is in the dirt. There is one other game happening, and there's one other game going to start fairly soon. Both are pretty important in the semi-final picture, so we'll keep an eye on those. A couple of early low balls, 2-0 count for Cozier, aka the Skunk. They gave me the nicknames, I didn't give it to them. And now he's got a 3-0 count to work with. So 3. And the lead-off is walked. Cozier, his first. Well, now it's Oscar Kelly. Cozier, by the way, that is the 3rd walk. He's got an on-base percentage of .286 coming into this game. In fact, well, looks like the stats haven't quite updated. Oh no, 3 games. This is game 4. My apologies. One count on Oscar Kelly. Right down King William Street. Barber ahead in the count, 1 and 2 here. Just tuned in, been a big day. Seahawks shut out the Rangers 10-0, put themselves in a prime spot for a semi-final berth. Not just the win, but the shutout. I'll explain that in a moment. Huge game just finished here between Brisbane Metro and Cronulla. Brisbane Metro staying alive, defeating Cronulla. First defeat for the Sharks, 4-2. And that's an out. Great work from Thompson and the infield for Ty and Braden George. So bases cleared of Canberra players. 1 out. Swing and a miss. 2 out. That one by a strikeout. Now it comes to Jesse Orford from the Woden Rebels. And the game we're keeping a close eye on at the moment is hit the top of the 7th. It's between the Adelaide Marlins and the Mariners. This is in the also in this pool. Both come into this with a 2-1 record. The winner will go to 3-1 and will take the second spot. Wanneroo beat both, so any head-to-head, even if Wanneroo lose here, Wanneroo have the top seed all locked up. But Marlins and Mariners playing a sort of elimination final before the semi-final tomorrow to get in. And one other game that is yet to start between the Seahawks and Cronulla. Hopefully not too far away, because that's got to be played before the light gets too bad. 2 out, no one on. Top of the first here. Cozier got on with a walk but was caught stealing second. Oscar Kelly struck out. Jesse Orford currently at the plate. 3-2 is the call. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts. Ends it for the top of the first. No score from Canberra. Wanneroo up to hit after the break. So the batting lineup for the Giants will be led off by Quinn Fatai, Cooper Barber batting 2, the starting pitcher. Chase Benjamin batting 3, he's playing at third base. Blake Thompson 4 at catcher. Harry Wooden, got me in Mildura last year. Harry Wooden. Centre field batting 5, Dylan Bandy first base at 6. Blake Sexton right field at 7. Xavier DeHaas left field at 9. Baden George second base and Jackson Elliott. Only got them with 10. I don't have a team sheet to check, so stay tuned for maybe a late change there. Okay, I've missed a couple. Yeah, okay. I got a different game changer and us have a very different lineup, so this is definitely Quinn Fatai, who's up first to hit. Pitcher is Justin Burrows for Canberra. For Burrows, this is his first outing on the hill this tournament. And that's a walk to start proceedings for Ty on first base. Similar to how Canberra started, with Cozier getting a walk as their lead-off player, but he was caught stealing at second. That was as far as Canberra got in their inning. Cooper Barber. This occasion the throw is missed, and it will be for Ty at third. So with none out, Wanneroo a base away from taking an early lead. You can see some of the Wanneroo fans out there along the... I think they're Wanneroo fans. Actually, they might not be. They might be Canberra fans. That is the Canberra sideline out there along third base. Wanneroo have the first base dugout. Played hard and in the gap, and that's an RBI. Be an RBI double. Barber's thinking three, and then he's got to hold up. He's got to dash back, and just in the nick of time. RBI double early. 1-0 lead to Wanneroo. The defensive setup for Canberra, and of course this will change. They've got three players to bring into the game. Dustin Evans is at left field. Jesse Orford at centre field, chasing that one, I think. Jordan Simpson in right field. Reece Watson third base. Nathan Adams shortstop. Joshua Dart second base. And Brodie Crozier at first. Dom Hamilton is your catcher. Justin Burrows on the hill. Already a 1-0 Wanneroo lead. None out. Ooh, what did that bounce off? This is Chase Spencerman. As Barber's at third. Waiting for the next bus to come home. Two-0 count. 1-0 Wanneroo lead, none out. Spencerman reaches and fouls that away. 2-1. Top of the seventh, about to start off there. Marlins leading the Mariners, the winner of that game, and it is a scheduled 7 innings contest. Mariners will hit last. Adelaide Marlins with a 3-run lead. Winner of that into the semis tomorrow. 2-2. Put out towards centre field. Will it drop? Yes, it will. This will be another RBI single. Cooper Barber crosses the plate. Run number 2 for Wanneroo. For Chase Spencerman, that is his second hit. 4th RBI for Barber, his 4th run of the tournament. So 3 up, 3 on so far for Wanneroo. 2 have scored. Early danger sides for Canberra as they prep for some big games tomorrow. Times, locations. Check the events link page on baseball.com.au a little bit later tonight. Baseman already at second base. No outs as yet. And that's just foul. Had that have been fair, that definitely would have been a 3rd Giants run. Again, foul, 1-2 count. Have one out. I don't have an out. Unless I've missed something. Blake Thompson batting 4. 2 have scored. So I think this is still a no-out situation. Blake Thompson, 1 from 6, 3 hit by pitch, 3 walks. So he's getting on base. Third base coach has got to stand a little bit closer to the line. He seems to be the target at the moment. Just a, yeah. Still a 1-2 count with none out. You can see the overcast conditions here in Adelaide. That one skips by Hamilton, and that will be an easy pickup of third for Benjamin. He'll sit there and wait for the next pass home. Tell you on Diamond 3, the Marlins have gone bang. Have added 3 runs, and they now lead the Mariners 12-6 at the top of the 7th. Mariners will bat last, but have 6 runs to chase at this point. It's none out, top of the 7th. Some big insurance claims there by the Marlins. And that's a strikeout. First one for Burrows. Harry Wooden. Oh, great effort by Reece Watson to pull that one in. Lost it in the... It's a very easy day to lose baseballs in the sky because the white baseball and the cloud. Not sure exactly that's how they show them in the textbook, but it is an out. Well done to keep concentration on the ball. Dylan Bandy, batting 6, first base. Wanneroo with an early 2-run lead, bottom of the first. Three count for Dylan Bandy. With Thompson waiting at third base. And there's a walk. So that's the 4th Wanneroo player to get on. Giants at the corners with 2 out. Blake Sexton. Looking forward to getting some profiles from the Wanneroo crew tomorrow for the semi-finals. Remember them very well winning in Mildura last year. Went undefeated. I think they made 3 errors through the whole week. Got to go to Livermore, California, the Intermediate League World Series. Now they've got their sights set on Taylor, Michigan. One team will get to be the Australian region reps. Australia gets its own region in these Little League World Series events. This is the 3rd of 4 National Charter Championships. We started in Mandurah, won by Ryde of New South Wales over the Eastern Phantoms of Perth. Then it was in Mildura, Brisbane North, previously year's Little League champions, going back-to-back, winning the intermediate. That was over Ryde. This is the 3rd one. We'll have a champion around about this time tomorrow. Be pretty close to it. And then it's off to Sydney next week, late next week for the Little League, including Division 2 Nationals. That's the youngest one, but of course the most well-known, the Little League. Winner of that gets to go to Williamsport, Pennsylvania. He's been an Australian rep for quite a few years now. Two-one count to Sexton. Maybe it wasn't 2-1, maybe it was 3-1 because he's off walking. And all of a sudden, this third out is proving problematic. Loaded Giants. Thompson is at third base as he's been a while. He's been joined by Dylan Bandy, who's now at second, and Blake Sexton at first. Xavier DeHaas comes to the plate. It is 2 out, so no sacrifice option. 3 walks, 2 hits, a strikeout and a pop-up. The Marlins run fest continues. They now lead the Mariners 14-6 at the top of the 7th. Looking to book that second spot on a semi-final with Wanneroo from Pool B. There's a ball, a ricocheted back, but no, it's a long way back here. And that's run number 3. Chase Thompson. No, let me start again. Chase Benjamin crosses the plate. Another walk. There was an empty base. So the top 3 have got on. They've all scored. It's 3-0 Wanneroo at the moment. Loaded bases, 3 straight walks. Time for a chat. What's happening elsewhere? Diamond 3, as mentioned, Adelaide Marlins, who led 9-6, have scored 5. And it's still none out. Adelaide Seahawks and Cronulla are underway. Winner guaranteed, well, they get top spot in Pool A. The loser joins the Rangers and Brisbane Metro in a 3-way tie-break. But as long as it's not high scoring, the 3-way tie-breaker, firstly is head-to-head, well, that's all neutralised, regardless of who loses. Everybody beat one other and lost one. Rangers have conceded 27 runs, Brisbane Metro 26. Their pool play's done. So Adelaide Seahawks have conceded 12, Cronulla 11. So whoever loses, as long as they don't concede more than, say, 13, 14, 15, they should be right. Right here, it's a 2-0 count with 2 out, loaded bases of Giants. Braden George. Is he? No, sorry. Hang on, is he? I think this is where my batting order came unstuck before. That's Xavier DeHaas. But hits it straight to a fielder. That will do it. But not before Wanneroo have put 3 on the board. 1 are in the books. Wanneroo 3, Canberra 0. Welcome back. It's Wanneroo are making the changes early and just taking a little while to go through them. New pitcher. I've got Blake Sexton pitching now. DeHaas Woden. Okay, yeah, Barb. Quite a few changes, which is going to take a little while to sort out. So Barber, the pitcher, has gone to third base. Benjamin, third base, has gone to short. Not sure where Fatai has ended up yet. Of course, they've got 4 subs to get into the game at some point. Key thing at the moment is they're probably looking to keep all their pitchers fresh for possibly 2 games tomorrow. So expect, unless they've got a sacrificial offering, Fatai's moved to centre field and Woden's moved to right field. So they actually haven't brought anybody on the bench yet. They've just moved their starting 9 around, I think, with 1 third base to sort out. Solid shot. It lands. Nathan Adams, stand-up double to get Canberra underway. So, I think we finally got it sorted out. So Cooper Barber's gone from pitcher to shortstop. Fatai's gone to third base. Benjamin's gone to centre field. And Sexton is your pitcher. Okay. Play to Braden George, who hasn't changed. He picks up and Canberra have advanced the runner. So here's a chance for Canberra to get on the board early and do something about this 3-run deficit. Ryan Kearns from the Bandits is up to face Blake Sexton. And Adams is now on third base. So a base away from the opening run for Canberra today. I can tell you the Adelaide Marlins have gone bang. They've top of the 7th is finished, having scored 7 runs. They have a 10-run lead over the Mariners, 16-6. Mariners will bat bottom of the 7th, needing 10 runs to send it into extras or 11 runs to walk it off and get into the semi-finals. Struck out, Ryan Kearns. Third strikeout. No, let me try again. Third strikeout by the Giants, first for Sexton after Barber picked up 2 in the first inning. Another game underway on Diamond 2. 1 inning is done. Top of the 2nd, no score. Winner of that straight into the semis. Loser probably in there as well. But they're going to go through a 3-way tiebreaker to get there. Put into play for Braden George. Makes the ground. Low throw missed. Run has scored. So an accurate throw, that would have been the 3rd out, but it wasn't. It's 3-1 Canberra, no 3-1 Wanneroo. Canberra on the board. So at the time, set, everything right there except the throw was a bit on the low side. Literally threw it at first base. Generally you're supposed to throw it over first base. Reese Watts. Actually, that was Reese Watson who's on with, I'm going to call an E4. Dominic Hamilton, the tag of the out. So that's the second out on the bases. Dominic Hamilton will come back and lead off the third. But not before Canberra get a run. Through 1.5. Giants leading by 3. They'll be up to hit after the break. One, two. Welcome back. Number 7, which I'm pretty sure is Ben Hannon. It's on my list anyway. We'll lead off with a long hit to left. It's going to bring some extra bases. A double to lead things off. Up now for the Giants, with none out and one on. Here's Braden George. Takes the strike. Wanneroo with 11 players for today. Seb Beasley out injured. George pops that up. In foul territory, unable to be caught. It'll come all the way back. One on, none out. And looking for third, that'll be uncontested. The Marlins-Mariners game is at the bottom of the 7th. And I reckon it's just concluded. And after a close battle, Marlins have won 16-6 after an explosive 7 runs at the top of the 7th. And with that score, Adelaide Marlins are in the semi-finals. They will be the number 2 ranked team from Pool B. Wanneroo, that you're watching here, is number 1. And the other pool works out will depend a lot upon, well, it will depend upon the Seahawks-Cronulla game currently underway. So just 2 games left in pool play. Here it's Wanneroo 3, Canberra 1. And Braden George has been walked. So Giants at the corners with none out in the second. That Seahawks-Cronulla score heading into bottom of the second at the moment. Cronulla batting second. Nil. No scorers yet. Now I'm confused. Okay, we got a Mitchell Elliott and a Jackson Elliott, and I reckon the Elliots have got me here. Jackson. It was Mitch Elliott who got on, and Jackson Elliott came on as a courtesy runner. That is what has completely stumped me, trying to keep score and commentate at the same time. Okay. So both have had the same result. Mitch Elliott walked in the first. Jackson Elliott walked in the pinch runner. Jackson Elliott. Okay. Suffice to say, there's Giants everywhere you look now, and we don't have an out in the second. All right, now it all fits. I thought Wanneroo had 12 playing. It should be, and is, Quinn Fatai, so we're back to the top of the order. Fatai walked and scored to get this game underway at the bottom of the first. Fatai, found the gap down the third baseline. This will bring a couple of runs. Hannon has scored. George has scored. Jackson Elliott is to third. 5-1. All that's left now is for the scorers to work out how they want to score that. So it's 5-1, none out. This is Cooper Barber. And they've given that as a double to Fatai. To RBI double. Cooper Barber at the plate. 2-0 count. Wanneroo looking to get this one done as quickly as possible. Rest up for tomorrow. Likely opponent Cronulla or the Seahawks, or maybe something really drastic happens with a lot of runs in that Cronulla Seahawks game underway now. Then maybe Brisbane Metro. It's a walk to a vacant first base. They're loaded up again. And this is going to be a pitching change. Dustin Evans coming in from right. Problem for Canberra is that they've already had a game today. And so pitching stock's probably a little low. This is where they're at their most stretched. That Seahawks Cronulla game, 2 innings are in the books, and one of the tricks is for both to make the semis, it needs to be low scoring, and it's no lower score than 0-0 after 2. So let's assume that they keep it to a low score and both qualify. The loser of that Cronulla-Adelaide Seahawks game will get the Giants, and the winner will get the Adelaide Marlins, who qualified in the last 10 minutes or so with a 16-6 win over the Mariners. Other results today: Seahawks over the Rangers 10-0, Phantoms over Brisbane Metro. That's the one that really shook up Pool A, 13-1. Mariners beat Ryde 15-8 to give Mariners a shot at it, but they couldn't pull off the double today. New pitcher number 57, Dustin Evans. Okay, Dusty from the Canberra Eagles. Wanneroo, the first 4 hitters have got on this inning. The first 2 have scored. They've taken a 3-1 lead, the 3-0 lead after 1, and they now lead at 5-1 at this point of the bottom of the second. Put up and hit hard. Centre field Orford is lurking. Makes the catch. Tagging up and scoring is Jackson Elliott for tie to third. Barber stays on first. Well, he had sacrifice. Mentioned Jackson Elliott scores, and with that, it's 6-0 Wanneroo. And that was the first out of the inning so far. Chase Benjamin playing third base. No, that's Thompson. So what have I done again? Barber walked, Benjamin with the sac fly. Fatai is at first, Barber at second, Thompson with that walk is at first base. Oh, ground ball. Low hit. Going to bring 2 runs. Fatai scores, Barber scores. It's a run fest at the moment. 2 RBI, single to centre field. That was Harry Wooden. So now that's 5 runs scored this inning with just the 1 out. And a bit of a jump. Dylan Bandy is at the plate. Walked in the first, didn't score, but helped move people around. That'll drop in the infield. Everybody's safe. No mean feat that with three on. The dial got around, but that was all about placement. Josh Start with the pickup. Okay, so we scored another run. Yeah, I reckon we have. Let's stop hitting the ball for a sec so we can catch up. Here comes 2 RBIs. This is Thompson and Wooden. Bandy's at second. Sexton with that 2 RBI single is at first. The runs are mounting thick and fast. 7 runs this inning to go with 3. It's already a double-digit lead. Wanneroo got a big day tomorrow. In no mood to spend a lot of time out here today. Now let me just check my scoring. It is 10-1. Yep. When they start scoring more runs on the first pitch, you barely look down to write down the last one. The scorers are. I've always said how in awe I am of scorers and how they keep up with this game when it gets kind of crazy. Mitch Elliott with the foul. Just the 1 out, and that was a big sack fly that scored a run by Chase Benjamin. Just nothing's going right for Canberra right now. Sure, it's been a fun week, but today's been a long day. Hit by pitch and full of Giants again with 1 out. And that's Mitch Elliott. And Giants are about to bat around this inning. Xavier DeHaas is the only player who hasn't, is the last of the 12 Giants. The 12th plate appearance of the inning is what I'm trying to say. Still 1 out. Puts that up. This time, Burrows, who made the choice to keep the mask on, didn't think it was going up that high. Out number 2. So for the second time this inning, Ben Hannon comes to the plate. He doubled to get things going and scored. Loaded Giants right now. Another double would be another couple of runs. Pitch low outside. Those planes are certainly noisier taking off than landing. Two-0 count with 2 out. Three-0 count, and there is nowhere to put Ben Hannon without conceding a run. And that walks in a run, which is Dylan Bandy crossing the plate. So we have should be Blake Sexton at third, Mitch Elliott at second. Not sure if he's got a courtesy runner. Not yet, and Hannon at first. Braden George, who walked and scored. So it's 11-1. That's the score, not the time. As on this occasion, Braden George eventually spots up Adams. No, actually, let me correct myself. That's Watson at third base. That'll do it for the second. You can see it's a bit overcast, but light okay to play. Wanneroo on their way to an undefeated pool series. They lead Canberra 11-1. As I said, if you love baseball and plane spotting, this has been the tournament for you. To the top of the third. It's going to be 8, 9, 10 in the Canberra order. Dominic Hamilton, Justin Burrows, Josh Dart, Ben Sexton still pitching on the hill. Now there's been some changes. They're still going through them on the bench, so we'll catch up when we can. Fouled away. Hamilton, aka Dom, from the Canberra Eagles. His first at bat in this game. First plate appearance. And Hamilton strikes out. Second strikeout for Sexton. Having a little peek over at Diamond 2. All donuts so far, which suits both. Low scoring game should see both in the semi-finals. Winner gets the top seed and the Marlins. Loser gets the second seed and the Wanneroo Giants in the semis tomorrow. 0-0. Bottom of the third, Cronulla hitting.
Come on, guys.
1-2 count with one out, no one on for Canberra. Top of the third. Drop third strike. This is going to be, should be Barres on. If that gets to the fence, it does get lost a little bit. Oh, it's gone behind the signage. You may have noticed from the centre field camera, there's some signage. The ball bounced up and into it. So that is a strikeout. Well, that is a strikeout without an out. And Burrows. Oh, yeah, and with that, Sexton's up to his just shy of his 20 pitches. Wanneroo want to keep everybody as fresh as they can for tomorrow. Bringing in Jackson Elliott. Should add that with one out, Cronulla have loaded the bases against the Seahawks. Bottom of the third. No score yet.
Yeah, looks good, Jacko.
Just a straight swap off the bench. Jackson Elliott in. So there's still Mitch Elliott, Ben Hannon and Seb Beasley. I don't think Seb is playing. No, Seb is out injured. So Mitch Elliott and Ben Hannon still to make an appearance. Defensively.
Go, Jacko. Runner on first, Jacko.
I think we're ready to go.
Go, Jacko.
Jackson Elliott is the 11th pitcher used by Wanneroo.
Yes, Jackson.
And Josh Dart comes on
Buddy.
straight down the throat of second base, which is Cooper Barber.
One more, Jacko.
So that's actually two away.
Go, Jacko.
Burrows at first base. Is this going to be caught? No. Oh, yes. No, it's not. Okay. And with that, going to give that a single to Jordan Simpson. No, didn't get a glove on it in the end.
Let's go, Jackson. One more, boys.
Dustin Evans. With 2 on, 2 out. 10-run margin. Canberra would just like to see some runs on the board. Put into play towards Cooper Barber. Just needs 1 out. Throws to first half volley. Missed the target. That means the second run has scored. Justin Burrows, who got on of a drop third strike, and it's still going. They're still not awake to it. And there's another run. Now, did anybody call time or not? Wanneroo was saying someone called time. Canberra is saying no one called time. And it looked like someone did. Okay. So the first run counts.
Let's go, boys. Let's go, Jacko.
Dustin Evans, after all of that, which I'm going to put down as an error on the throw, he's at second. Okay. A little bit frustrating for them.
Let's go, Jacko.
Back to the top of the order for Canberra. Well, they've got a second run with Jordan Simpson a base away from a potential third. Still 2 out. Players on second and third.
Let's go, Jacko.
Jacko, Jackson Elliott. You can hear through the effects, Mike. Put into play. Who wants it? Raffle time at the Giants. Won by Quinn Fatai on this occasion. So 2.5 are done. Canberra have 2. Wanneroo up to hit, have 11.
Kelly goes to right field. Did Scotty give you the change as well? Oh, you done it? Good. Oh, mate, you didn't get it?
Okay. Looks like we've got all of Canberra's players that need to be on the diamond are on the diamond. So rather than just go through all the substitutions, let me just give you the Canberra defence again. Ryan Kearns has come into left field. Orford stays at centre. Oscar Kelly's come into right. Aidan Bates has come into third. Nathan Adams is at shortstop. Joshua Dart is at second, and Brody Crozier is at first. Tom Hamilton remains behind the dish. Dustin Evans, I'm pretty sure, is pitching. Yep, still there. So we're in the middle of 3. 9-run margin. Wanneroo can put on 6. They'll force Canberra to score at the top of the 4th before a run rule. Or if they can score 1, Canberra are going to have to score on the 4th or 5th to take it to the 6th, or the bottom of the 5th.
Go, Jacko. Start us off in there now, buddy. Do it, Jacko.
Jackson Elliott batting 12, so it'll be 12-1-2 in the Giants lineup. Put up. Nathan Adams takes the first pitch catch. Quinn Fatai, third time up, walked and scored, doubled to RBI and scored. It was huge last year in Mildura when the Giants won it all undefeated. Ty puts a charge in that to right, and the good catch. Oscar Kelly. 2 up, 2 down. From some of the legends, the signs with the legends of the Glenelg Baseball Club, Greg Elkson, Don Rice, Phil Alexander, to name a few. Bottom of the third, last pool game, along with one on Diamond 2, which has a score. Cronulla scored 2 at the bottom of the third. Over 2 to lead. It's Barber. After the previous 2 hitters put them in the air and were caught, decides along the ground is a better idea. He's got a single to go with his double and walk. 3 for 3 getting on base today. Already taking off. For second, strike called. Barber is at second base already. 2 out, 1 on. Chase Benjamin, who had an RBI single, scored a run. Sacrifice fly as well. Hard hit ball to centre field. Orford goes back, takes the catch. Some hard hits, but some good catching in the outfield. Giants go scoreless in the third. We head to the 4th. It's Wanneroo leading by 9. As you can see, some overcast conditions to the west.
All good.
Reasonably dark here today. There's that blue sky. It's hard to tell, to be honest. Some more changes occurring from Wanneroo. It's hard to keep up with all of these. Top of the fourth.
We good? Thank you.
Getting around the diamond, Cronulla leading the Seahawks of Adelaide 2-0 after 3. Opening runs in that encounter. Jackson Elliott will continue to pitch for a while. Oscar Kelly at the plate, struck out. First time up has a 1-1 count with none out and no one on. Jackson Elliott, 8 pitches coming into this inning. Aim will be that his last at bat he'll have under 20, which means can pitch tomorrow if needed. If there's some other circumstances, gets a strikeout, which I think is his first. Cooper Barber threw 1 inning flat, 16 pitches, 2 strikeouts, 1 walk, no runs, no hits. Blake Sexton, 23 pitches, 1 1/3 inning. As Orford got behind that, Chase Benjamin makes the catch. That's about as deep as anybody I've seen go to centre field here today. But that is an out. Gee, that's not Benjamin, that's Wooden. So I reckon they've mixed up the fielding. Yep, Wooden's gone. Benjamin's out. Wooden's gone to centre field, making that catch. Mitch Elliott's come in. Only one I haven't, and Hannon's come in as catcher for Blake Thompson. So Wanneroo, very important for them. All their bench players are now on the diamond, which is good, making sure they're fully compliant. It's with Nathan Adams with 2 out, no one on, top of the first. Down at 0-2. Not tempted to swing at a low pitch. 1 and 2. Swing and a miss. Second strikeout for Elliott. And Canberra are retired in order. It remains 11-2. If Wanneroo can score 6 runs this inning, it will be game over.
I know it's too many to not enough, but how many too many? Flaggy. Sit deep over the plate.
Welcome back. Bottom of the fourth. Wanneroo leading by 9. If they get it to 15, game over. But they were held scoreless in the third, after putting on 8 in the second and 3 in the first. Blake Thompson is at the plate. Makes the Canberra fans duck down the third base line as the ball sails over their head. This time a looking strike, down 1-2 in the count. Put up towards the left. Kearns comes in. Can't make the catch, and that's a single. Actually, let me... Yep, that is Kearns at left. So lead off on for the Giants. Haywarden to second base, quick put out. Steal attempt of third in time. So Worden advances the runner. Why is this important? Well, game with the 10 runs deficit can be ended after the trailing team bats for the 5th time. Bandy, who's been walked and singled and scored this game. One count with 1 out. 2-1. Blake Thompson, a base away from making it a 10-run ball game, which would not end it at this point. Bouncing ball, well kept in front of him by Dom Hamilton. Right back at the pitcher, right past shortstop. That's an RBI single, and the margin is now 12-2. So, that'll do it for the pitcher in Evans. New pitcher will be Ryan Kearns. In terms of the other game, Cronulla have added a run at the bottom of the 4th. They have a 3-0 lead with 2 out and no one on. If that score stands, it will be Cronulla and the Adelaide Marlins in one semi-final, and Wanneroo and the Adelaide Seahawks in the other, by my calculations at least. But for the official verdict, keep an eye on baseball.com.au. There'll be an updated schedule released shortly at the conclusion of the pool games.
tell me you got all that? Thank you.
There's only one change, yeah?
Sorry?
Only one change?
Yeah, 1-7-7-1.
Yeah.
Okay. You might be wondering what 1-7-7-1 means. Well, each position, fielding-wise, on the diamond has a number. 1 is the pitcher, 7 is left field. So 1, Dustin Evans, has gone to left field. 7 and 7, Ryan Kearns, has come into 1, the pitcher. As mentioned, the Canberra side of all their starting bench players have got on the diamond, as I think is the case with Wanneroo, at least from my unofficial perspective. So Blake Sexton comes on with a 10-run lead, none out, and teammate Dylan Bandy at first. So they need another 5 runs to end it this inning, or if they don't score any more, Canberra need a run in the 5th to keep it going. First pitch, probably not what either was hoping for. Hit by pitch. Bandy moves to second. Sexton moves to first. Brings up Mitchell Elliott, who was walked hit by pitch in the first and second innings. We're here, what are we in? We're in the bottom of the 4th. Kearns elicits a swing. Like to get through this game as quickly as possible, use as less pitches for as less actual pitches as possible. It's a 2-2 count with none out and 2 on at first and second. Bandy at second, Sexton at first. Fouled safely away. Count remains 2-2. Put into play. Sets a task for Adams. And I reckon everybody's safe. So what does that mean? Well, not quite at the 15-run rule yet. It's 10 runs. Even a Grand Slam home run here, which is highly, highly, highly unlikely. Well, Xavier De Haas looks like he'd like to have a crack at it. Outfield playing reasonably deep. That's why. But this time it drops. 2 runs are on the board. Dylan Bandy, Blake Saxton cross home plate. A 2 RBI single to Xavier De Haas, his first hit today. So Mitch Elliott is there somewhere on second base. Xavier De Haas is on first base. So the margin now is 14-2. It's 3 runs needed to end it here. And that is the player at the plate. If he gets on, he being Ben Hannon, if he gets on, 2 in front and he score, that is your ball game. Canberra will get a game tomorrow. I think it's probably going to be against the Eastern Phantoms. Count is 3-1. There is a vacant third base, so a walk wouldn't create another run. But it would put the potential game-ending run on base. And that's what's happened there with the walk. Ben Hannon 3 times up, 2 walks, a double and 1 run. Braden George, who walked and scored and also popped up to third base, comes to the plate. None out. Loaded bases. Although I reckon there's 1 out I've got. Let me just check with our official scorers as that's fouled, thankfully. Yeah, it is 1 out. Yep, Eddie. So a double play will send us to the 5th. A big hit will bring us closer to a run rule in the 4th. Wanneroo still need 3 runs to do that. Can tell you 4 innings are in the books on Diamond 2. Cronulla have established a break, 2 in the 3rd, 2 in the 4th, shutting out the Seahawks 4-0. If that score holds, Cronulla will play the Adelaide Marlins and Wanneroo should play the Adelaide Seahawks. That's my view, not official. Of course, seen plenty of late inning turnarounds. What both teams want to avoid is a high scoring encounter that might bring Brisbane Metro back into it in terms of the tiebreaker. There's a walk and there's a run. Okay, so now we're at 2. Score is 15-2, I'm pretty sure. Mitch Elliott just scored. It is 15-2. So a hit that scores 2 runs can end this. Jackson Elliott, batting 12, is at the plate. The walk-off is Ben Hannon at second base. DeHaas is at third, and Braden George, who just walked then, is at first. Jackson Elliott swings through 1-2. Okay, 2-1 count. (3-1). A walk will make it a 14-run game and the potential walk-off a base away. So I'm going to high pitch, put into play. And the lead-off player in DeHaas on the fielder's choice is out. So still loaded bases. Now it's 1 out. Says the back to the top of the order. Gwyn Fatai, who walked, doubled, 2 runs, a couple of RBIs and flew out to right. Decent hit here could end it all. He tried. If he connected with that, not sure where it would have landed. So 2 out. Can Canberra send it to the 5th? Fatai with a big hit but foul. And now Canberra are a strike away from sending it to the 5th. Well, they'll have 3 outs where they need to score 4 runs. But they've got to get the third out here before Wanneroo get two. High pitch. On this occasion, Ben Hannon says no. All the twos. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out with bases loaded. That's put up. Question is, where's it coming down? Well worked by Oscar Kelly to make position, get the catch, keep the margin to 13, and Canberra will get a hit in the 5th.
There's that foul ball. I know you like the changes. Cool, but no.
Okay, welcome back to the top of the 5th. The equation's reasonably simple. Canberra have 3 outs to score 4 runs. If the margin is 10 or more after their inning is complete, the game will be over with the run rule. Both teams can then prepare for their games tomorrow. Quinn Fatai is now at shortstop, and Blake Thompson is back at third base. New pitcher, Harry Wooden. And that means that Jackson Elliott has gone to centre field. For Canberra, Aiden Bates, Ryan Kearns, Reece Watson, 5, 6, 7 in the Canberra lineup. Hit foul. Somewhere towards the coffee van. Don't hit the coffee van. One of the most important pieces of infrastructure we've got here. One ball and 2 strikes, none out. Top of the 5th. Play hit to Braden George, clean pickup, good throw, 1 away. Coming up, Ryan Kearns. This is his second plate appearance. Struck out in the first from the Bandits, which I think is Western Creek. Good day to all those in Bandit country. Woo, first pitch strike. other game is into the bottom of the fifth. 4-run lead to Cronulla at the moment. They're hitting one out at the bottom of the fifth. Ball in play. Who's on first? It's going to be a three-way race. Dylan Bandy realised that he would probably be the first one of the three Giants to get there and took control of that situation. Just glad there wasn't a four-way collision. Not the thing you want the day before the finals. That's it. Someone build some traffic lights. All right. Well, that is an interesting one unassisted. And yes, everyone emerged unscathed. Okay, last out, possibly for Canberra. Reece Watson at the plate. Canberra's got to find 4 runs and have got one out to do it and no one on base. Canberra will be back. All teams will play a game tomorrow. The semi-finalists may play 2. I reckon it's Wanneroo, based on the current scores in the Seahawks, in one semi-final. If that score holds and doesn't blow out. Seahawks at the moment have conceded 16 runs, Brisbane Metro 26, so unless Cronulla, yeah, pretty sure that's the drop third strike. That should be the ball game. Just waiting confirmation. 15-2. That'll do it for pool play on Diamond 1. Triple header today. So the Seahawks beat the Rangers 10-0. Saw a big game between Brisbane Metro and Cronulla. Brisbane Metro won 4 runs to 2. Elsewhere, Eastern Phantoms, well, they sort of put a big hole in Brisbane Metro's hopes with a 13-1 win. Ryde got on the board 12-2 over Canberra. Elsewhere, Mariners beat Ryde 15-8. And the Marlins secured a semi-spot 16-6 over the Mariners. That's pretty much going to wrap up our stream. Yes, you can follow Cronulla and the Seahawks through Game Changer. To find Game Changer, go to baseball.com.au. Find the events link. And we will and find the Junior Championships. One more day to go, and it's a big one. Who will be the Australian champions and the Australian representative at the Junior League World Series in Taylor, Michigan? All that to find out tomorrow. Thanks to you all for watching. Thanks to our great Spacequake Sports crew. Until tomorrow morning, enjoy your night.